The start of third season in ZZZ had managed to break at least one gaming cliché. Resetting the protagonist through amnesia trope or a new kid on a block plot device helps video games to gradually introduce the player to the world and justify putting exploration into dialogues with NPCs, allowing the listener to discover the past alongside the clueless protagonist. Well, or Wise, depending on your choice, have made it clear from the first patches. They have a secret that they aren't willing to tell the audience yet, and have been staying enigmatic about the nightmares from their past for a while. So it was expected that this setup was just about to pay off. But what I didn't expect was a full recollection of events that happened one day at the Healer's Academy, with the protagonist straight up confessing to an accidental murder of a classmate. Belle and Wise have never been faceless heroes, but that scene single-handedly had breathed so much life into our chosen sibling, and unveiled their secret identity, a victim of experimentation turned murderer. It is no surprise that it is happening in Roscalifer out of all places. Rainy, foggy sky and Tia Roma invite you to join the investigation to reveal all hidden identities. And my first impression of the floating island citizens is that everyone here is keeping a secret. Our first contact in Roscalifer were Velina and Norma, siblings, and you as a player see them as allies, while acknowledging that the extent of their help is defined by an order from a higher figure. But this is just the result of the privileges that you get for being important. Shift your perspective to consider how a Bangboos might see them. In the beginning of the story, Roscalifer Bangboos fear Velina and Norma, and for a good reason. Velina delivers retirement notes, which for Bangboos is akin to death. After they are no longer useful for Roscalifer, they are sent down to New Eridu. And to keep the island a secret, all their memories have to be erased. That role that Velina didn't choose for herself had villainized her in the eyes of Bangboos, and earned her nickname Death Witch. Norma is trying her best to fix this unfair situation, but creating a new logic core that would allow partial memory preservation is not an easy task, and failing several attempts led to low morale in Bangboos ranks. The failures themselves create issue for Bangboos, since they have to participate as experimental subjects, risking collapse and receiving unwanted modifications. Behind the confident mask of a genius, Norma is actually doubtful of her capabilities to make things right with Bangboos, and her doubt is not entirely unreasonable. The grand claim that Bangboos are equal citizens with humans, tyrants, and intelligent constructs in Roscalifer loses any meaning when there is a looming threat of a total memory wipe. To deal with their situation, the Throbos turn to various sources of internal strength. One of them is a local legend about a figure called Angel, that granted a wish to a Bangboos on the verge of retirement. In the end of the story, we find out that this angel is none other than Velina, who took advantage of her head of ESD position to access Bangboos private data and try to retain some of their memories. Velina wanted to keep this identity secret, but like in any good detective novel, the veils are thrown away in the end, and revealing that it's the head of ESD, seen before as an enemy, was helping retiring Bangboos change the reputation of the department among robotic life on the island. But it's still not enough, and some Bangboos in Roscalifer aren't happy with how things are turning out. The Ashton brothers are choosing two radically different approaches. While one of them is a chairman of the Bangboos Affairs delegation capable of affecting political decisions in Roscalifer, the other one started again. Griff Ashton is the leader of the Inna Gang, and his strong beliefs that Roscalifer should stay close to New Eridu is certainly going to play an important role in the next patch, since Inna Gang is responsible for providing a secret passage to Ramiel, making her a first non-Bangboos ally for the Gang. Griff has put a lot of effort into bringing her here, from undermining his organization philosophy by inviting an outsider, to smuggling essential items for humans and a wind-smoothing spray for birds. We still don't know the reason for why Ramiel wanted to assassinate Lady Sunbringer, but in Nagant's support for her surely means trouble for the Sky Dwellers. Grief is claiming to possess an evidence that could overturn the entire Roscalifer. Bangboos might be cute, but don't let them fool you. They are talented impersonators. In Bamboo Theater, not only actors are good at playing roles, but attendees too. Belle, Weiss, Sigrid, Norma and Velina's identities have already been appropriated by Bangboos, and with such a striking resemblance. Being the masters of disguise is not only a hobby for theater-loving Bangboos, but even for someone like Patrol Commander. During the day, he is keeping the streets safe, but during the night, he hides his identity and vandalizes the public property. To prove to you that everyone is suspicious in Roscalifer, I would like to highlight some human NPCs and their devotion to secrets. Our new acquaintance Crow has already hinted at having solid reputation with the Airspace Patrol and acquiring some actual enemies. But if you hang around the detective agency late at night, you will very quickly learn that it's not simply a figure of speech. A mysterious woman is keeping her eye on agency's vice president and ominously saying that the rain will wash away the evidence. A remote settlement like Roscalifer should have no tolerance for secrets, but that doesn't stop someone like the owner lady of True Blues from openly avoiding the rules and hiding her background. The political scene of Roscalifer consists of unions and organizations that represent different groups of citizens. The regime relies on truthfulness to work, so allowing others to bend the rules to their favor undermines everything Roscalifer should stand for. You can also notice it in public debates, where some public servants resort to extreme corporate speak, to talk a lot while saying very little, leaving some serious issues unresolved. And if you thought that at least the younglings in the dorm are just normal students and we are the suspicious ones, look at this dialogue. At least some students have also got in for their special conditions, possibly related to the Helios Academy. Who is surely related to Helios is Truvia. Alongside Belle, Weiss and Serpico, she was one of the 4 students who received ocular implants from Carl Arno. Truvia's hidden identity, in my opinion, is going to be Storyteller. The resemblance is here, the haircut, the bow, but the biggest telling sign is her eye mask. Like Belle and Weiss, Truvia must have eye implants, and the eye mask might be a way to protect her from the side effects that your chosen sibling is experiencing. Getting to know Pyrois a bit, we've learned that our etheric other has space manipulation powers and has a hollow-like chamber inside them. Well, the Storyteller is also shown with a tiny object that looks similar to a hollow, wrapping it in a material that is shiny just like porcelain, that is keeping Proxy's etheric other stable. Our Proxies now have Eos and Pyrois helping them. Their names come from a Greek myth about Phaethon, son of Helios, who tried to reach the sun. Eos and Pyrois are 2 of the horses that carry Helios' chariot. But the legend doesn't stop at just 2, it has 4, exactly the number of children that Carl Arnold selected for her grand experiment. Encountering Truvia in Roscalifer is not surprising at all, considering that the Sunbringers currently have their hands on Helios' documentation. When discussing the potential culprit for messing with Bamboo's logic course, Dracena outlines 2 theories: that the suspect is either an insider or an outsider. But when she meets Velina's gaze, she senses that there is a 3rd theory: that the suspect is above the status related to the island. One such possibility is Tops, who have known about Roscalifer for a long time, technically making them neither of the options. It doesn't seem like Tops have made their move yet, except that Truvia has recently been revealed as the daughter of Vlad Scepter. This familial tie puts some things in perspective. If someone so rich and powerful subjected their child to dangerous experiments, how much further are they willing to go? And if Truvia is the culprit, is she acting solely out of filial duty or has her own motive? Truvia being the culprit might signal danger for proxies too. If the source of her power is an etheric other similar to Parois, then the traces she leaves might eventually point to us instead. With Dracena being kidnapped, we might not be facing a real her in 3.1. So can we trust anyone at this point? Maybe if it's an old friend who gets in trouble all the time? We haven't been able to meet Nicole yet, but her sneaking in is just as suspicious as Islanders themselves. She is rumored to have an interesting past, with her briefcase suggesting an involvement of a rich and influential figure, possibly protecting her by disowning. Regardless of her role, the obligatory upgraded version for the season is surely her. So many Roscalifer citizens openly admit to having secrets. The island's existence itself is classified, or that's what natives are told to believe. And striking right in the heart of Roscalifer's daily life is a mysterious culprit attacking innocent Bangboos. ZZZ's first season didn't have much of an overarching theme, although the whirlpool of events that consumed Proxy's life could be pinpointed as such. The Waifu Peninsula arc is about letting the past go. But the story of Roscalifer is turning out to be a classical whodunit novel, where a main hero, armed with a sidekick, has to uncover everyone's secret identities. Nox's 10 Commandments of classic detective story suggest that first, the criminal must be mentioned in the early part of the story, but must not be anyone who thought the reader has been allowed to know. The theories on the figure behind Bangboos' logic or corruption fit this rule well. It probably is someone we already know, we just can't pinpoint it yet. Second, all supernatural agencies are ruled out as a matter of course. Roscalifer so far doing well on this part, the logic core being the main issue, the angel turning out to be a head of ASD with an access to Bamboo data, and even Ramel requiring a special spray for her wings to operate in Roscalifer, all works within the logic of the world, without adding any supernatural components. Third, not more than one secret room or passage is allowable. The count of known secret passages to Roscalifer, for now, is exactly one. Fourth, no undiscovered poisons may be used, nor any appliance which will need a long scientific explanation at the end. Even though the world of ZZZ is full of technology, it still can be explained in simple terms, and the occurrence of Bangboos cores being corrupted and fissures disturbing spaces is not exactly news to us. Fifth, no Chinaman must figure in the story. Taken literally, no Waifu Peninsula citizen has been spotted in Roscalifer so far, but taken figuratively, this commandment means that elements that might seem unusual are bound to become suspects in the story first and foremost, dulling the mysterious narrative. In Roscalifer's story, the most unusual person is us, the proxy, and yet the departments of the island have this yes on Bell and Vice too, making their arrival to the island suspiciously convenient, but certainly not exotic. 6. No accident must ever help the detective, nor must he ever have an uncountable intuition which proves to be right. Velina, Norma, and even Ramiel, none of these encounters that move the investigation forward have been accidental, and nothing the proxy knows is out of their boundaries. 7th, the detective himself must not commit the crime. I think that we can rule out Parois as a culprit, but for the investigator to be considered a suspect is a classic detective trope too. The detective is bound to declare any clues which he may discover. Luckily, this one comes with a medium. Everything Proxy has seen is known to us too. 9th, the sidekick of the detective must not conceal from the reader any thoughts which pass through his mind. His intelligence must be slightly below that of an average reader. And lastly, twin brothers, and doubles generally, must not appear unless we have been duly prepared for them. Should we consider three Sunbringers as triples, we have certainly become aware of their situation early enough to pass us through. What was the hardest to access location in Roscalifer so far? Internal use floors of CCD, easily opened to us by Norma. Legendary Shui Pillar, we were invited there before we could process what was even happening. The place that took the longest to walk into in Roscalifer was a Spotlight Theater, and I think that it's not a coincidence. A place where dressing up, impersonating, playing roles and hiding behind masks is expected and even welcomed, made us work for entering it to show that a good investigation that unveils everyone's secrets and motivation takes time. So let's be patient and see how Roscalifer's story unveils. Whose secret identity do you find the most intriguing? Please leave your thoughts down in the comments. And I will see you soon. Bye bye!